My favorite thing about when I finally got to a point of some financial stability with this crazy career that you go through for a long time without knowing what's next. But my favorite thing was when I could go, I can eat whatever I want now. Like that was a huge moment to me.
That's one of the biggest. Brian Callen said that to me once. He goes, the most important, because other than obviously taking care of your family and mortgage and all that stuff, after like life necessity, the big change is being able to go to a restaurant and order whatever you want and not think about it, not worry about the bill.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, like you have real freedom. Like that's like the first big leap. Mm-hmm. And then everything after that is like these little things. It's great. Oh, look, I live in a nice apartment. Oh, look, I have a nice car. Oh, look, I got the shoes that I wanted. Oh, look, that's all fine.
Yeah.
It's nice. But the weight that's lifted off of you when you don't have to worry about your bills, that's number one.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
That's the giant leap. That's between the two buildings. Like, I don't know if this is going to work out. To wee, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now it's just about how hard do I work and what kind of success do I have. But I can feed myself now with no fears.
Dude, I actually might have said this to you the last time I was here. I don't remember. But it's the most profound moment for me in practicing gratitude for my life. I swear to God, it's the supermarket. When I check out at the supermarket, I try to remind myself, you just pulled whatever you wanted off the shelf to fill your cart, and you didn't have to worry about, can I pay for this or not? Right. You're checking out and you're paying for your groceries, and it costs what it costs. I was like, there are people that don't have this, man. Remember this. This is
a ton of people. Here's the question, though. Do you think that there's value in not having that when you're young and then developing that sort of drive and ambition and desire to earn money and get something because you know what it's like to be poor?
Yes.
Or do you think the world would be a far better place if instead of people having to concentrate on necessities like food and shelter, society reaches a point where that is a given and no one ever has to worry about food and shelter. And now it's all about what do you want to pursue and how much energy you put into it? Or do you think that you have to have that struggle?
I think... Look, I don't think that struggle and the transition out of that struggle is ever bad for anybody. I think it builds your spirit and it builds who you are. That said, the other version of it, I don't know, because it's just not a thing that we have here.
It's not a thing that people have ever experienced here. And I don't even know if they really experience it anywhere else. I mean, I think there's like forms of socialism, but they all involve oppression. They all involve government overreach. Any real socialist system always involves like serious restrictions on what you can and can't do.
I will tell you this, and this might be a byproduct of the culture we live in because we don't have it. I will say there is a noticeable difference to me between people I am friendly with that grew up with money and people that I know that grew up that didn't have it.
Right, but is that because of our society?
That's my question.
This is the question that I have. Like, is it necessary that has to be your struggle in order to develop the kind of discipline that you need to be successful in life? Or is it just our society is fucked up and that desperation that we're putting into people, you're just making the motivation different. Like you're enforcing the idea of greed because people become selfish because no one was looking out for them and they have a chip on their shoulder, all that shit. But you don't necessarily have to have that to have interest in pursuing something to the best of your abilities.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to define. It really is. I think there's bonuses to both, but I also think too in the socialist society thing, hey, isn't it great if you can go, hey man, I'm a waiter and I'm able to live a normal life and buy a house and be normal, whatever.
Yeah, but that's not socialist. That's just we're fucked in terms of like the amount people earn versus what you can buy,
right,
versus like the 1950s. In the 1950s, the way a person could make a living and feed an entire family off of one paycheck it was way easier.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, it always makes me laugh because one of my favorite TV shows of all time is All in the Family, right? And the whole thing with All in the Family was supposed to be that they were kind of struggling. Like Archie was a cab driver and they didn't have a lot of money, whatever. You look at that fucking house they lived in, you're like, that house would be $10.3 million now. Like, they're living pretty fucking good.
It's a nice house. Right. It's all clean and nice inside.
It's got 2 floors.
Yeah. The guy's a cab driver.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a tough thing. But as far as the society we live in personally, I think it's better to have known what nothing is and then go to appreciating what you do have.
I don't know because I've never grown up any other way.
Right.
But I wonder if you have conscientious parents and you're a young kid and your dad just sits you down and tells you, "Hey buddy, you can be whatever you want, but you're gonna have to fucking put in the work. Like there's only one way out of this thing,
Right.
and nobody rides for free. And if you do ride for free, you're gonna be depressed.
Yeah.
If somebody gives you everything that you have, those are the people that are the most aimless. The rich kids that I've met that have they've had money their entire life. Like their parents just give them a trust fund so they don't have to work, and they're worth like a ton of money. They're all sad.
Right.
They're all sad. They're all super insecure. They all act real weird.
Yeah. I know 1 or 2 people that had trust funds grew up like that, but still worked their asses off. Because
That's
again,
great.
you're saying it's what the parents say.
I think a big part of that, right, is what the parents instill in you.
There's all this talk now of Nepo babies and all that stuff. I was good friends years ago with Eden Brolin. She's Josh Brolin's daughter. And she was very close with her dad. I remember she was in my house one day in LA and she's like, "I'm not supposed to tell anybody, my dad's going to be Thanos in the Marvel movies." And I was like, that's fucking crazy, right? But she worked for every fucking thing. I became friends with her because she was a hostess at the Stand in New York. Like she always had regular jobs. She plays in a band now. She does some acting, but she is not in a situation where her dad put her wherever. And I think it's because they're very close, but I think it was because she was just raised in a way where he's like, you're going to earn your shit and, and you're going to do your thing. And she's an amazing person. Like there was none of that, my dad's famous and I'm comfortable arrogance.
But he's a cool guy. He's a very normal guy. Like
I never met him.
He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Very, very smart and very normal. Like you can hang out with him, talk him, jokes around. He's very present.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people like that you think of, you think of actors as all being these fucking aloof weirdos who live in this bizarre liberal, like progressive leftist bubble, and a lot of them are. There's a giant number that are. But man, there's a ton of like really solid, cool people that are actors.
Yeah.
Like Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Cool as fuck, man.
He seems awesome.
So cool. He actually got me this shirt. Shout out to Nicholas. He was
that's
wearing
awesome.
it. And I said, "Nice shirt, man." And so he hooked it up.
I'd love to meet him.
He's
I'd love
great.
to meet him.